Hi, it's VidHead85. Can we talk for a minute? Okay, awesome. Today I am talking about goals. Now, Americans, we are busy. We've got Palm Pilots, calendars, we've got apps for everything. And we track our appointments on our phone. I do. Where's my phone? It's in my pocket, whatever, or it's in my hoodie. I make sure that I track them in my phone, and we have alarms for the events. The world is at our fingertips. That's all we really need is our phone. But sometimes it's good to go the old-fashioned route. What they keep track of, the appointments that we have on our phone, our Palm Pilots, they're all goals. They're all things that we want to do during that day. We want to make sure that we do this, we do this, we do that. And with our Palm Pilots, we can be specific about what time we can do it. It's something that's in front of us that we've written into that has an alarm that can tell us 2:15, go grocery shopping for dinner or whatever. But goals are dreams with deadlines. We try to remember them, but we fail, we forget, we fall short. We don't have enough hours in the day sometimes. And we want to do it all. We want to get as many things done as possible, and sometimes we get discouraged if we don't meet them. But a useful tip can be this: throw away your Palm Pilot. No. Don't do it if you basically depend on it, to keep appointments. But one thing that you can do is maybe take some of those appointments out of that Palm Pilot and write it down. Jamie Forte said, to think is to put it in ink. Writing it down is one step toward making that goal a reality. That's saying, okay, it now has life. Now I know that it's supposed to be done. Okay, let me see. Okay, these are my goals for today. And I dated them. Okay, that's another good thing. Date them. And then you can put them in a box after you finish them all. And then maybe take another card, like so, and write on it. And then later, and then do the same thing. And then until you run out of cards, and then you have to go buy more. But that's saying it now has life. It's not an imagined goal anymore. It is a concrete thing that you can reference back to. So now I crossed off 2 items on the card. I'm going to cross a third one off after this video. And I'm going to keep them so that I can see. And I can look back and say, you know what? I've done a lot. I have done a little more than I thought I was going to do today. And then maybe I can even write things down. It's different when it's in front of you and you can actually see it and write it, as opposed to it being on the computer, because it's seeing it through a screen and seeing it in front of you. Those are very different things to be able to do. So now you can see the dimensions of what you've done after, like, let's say you've done these cards for about 6 months, and you can see all the things that you've done, even some things that you've forgotten. And when you cross out those goals, you know you felt really good. But also, let's remember something else. Make it a goal to relax. Make it a goal to do your hair. Make it a goal to cut your hair. Make it a goal to hang out with family. Whatever your goals are, just write them down. And make sure that you make time for you. You are the greatest investment that you can ever make. Even if it's just an hour of quiet time. Even if it's just listening to some music for a while. Write it down. And you'll feel better after, not only after that relaxing time, but you'll also feel better after you crossed it off, and you can feel assured that you've completed what was only one time in your mind. Whether it was a week ago, 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 seconds ago, writing them down and also speaking your goals holds you accountable. And we all need that, unless you're perfect. Okay? And I believe there was only one perfect person to walk this earth, so write them down. But also make your goals clear, defined, specific, and even steps. Because I want to get my license, but I've got to get the book first. I got to read it. I got to take the permit test. I have to go to the class, the 5-hour class. I've also got to call see about driving lessons, because I'm not going to borrow anyone's car to go anywhere. And then after those lessons, I can go and I can have that, I can get the test. And then I'll have my license. So you can also have incremental goals as well. But also, even with that, give yourself a time frame that you can use according to your busy schedule. But private goals and keeping them precede public victories and public goals. Nobody wants to be a private success and a public failure. So taking that step of writing it down, pulling them out, and being reminded every day of the next day's goals, you'll feel better crossing them off and take steps and knowing that you've taken steps toward greater accountability to yourself. And it feels really good when you've done that. It feels very good when you've done that, and all you can think is, wow, it's amazing all the stuff that I did this week. All right, let's go for next week. Thanks for letting me talk to you, YouTube.